Hello, everybody. Welcome to Undertoons. Oh my god, it's always fucking forever. Anyways, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna waste any time. Listen to the past episodes. I have some wonderful players. We're going to start with a small recap of what happened last time. So, last time, last time in Undertoons, our heroes, after finally finding themselves in the Marshlands, found that one of the paths to continue had been tumbled over due to unstable rock formations. Happens when have a marsh that's underground. So, while the moles worked away day and night, the mole tunes, um, the lots of you decided to take a slightly longer route that would get you there before the mole tunes would be able to fix the Motuns would fix the current collapse. You also participated in a snail race, an enticing endeavor, and eventually made your way across the bridge, the longer route. And during it, our heroes were ambushed by none other than Anada, who had found herself in the other path, much further away, built into the side of the mountain, or inside of the cave cavern. A chase ensued, in which our heroes managed to get away as Nadine destroyed the bridge underneath. And like the heroes they are, they jump from rock to rock to rock to rock, managing to land safely at the bottom of the pit. And that is where we find ourselves right now. And hold on. That's the end of the recap. Let's put back to Marshlands. Come on, I tested all the music. As you guys land, you are not landing on dry ground. You instead land on like about an inch or two of a puddle. Immediately all around you, you see that the place is illuminated by mushrooms that are bioluminescent. There's bits of waterfalls that are coming down from above you. You've landed deep into the marshlands. But what you do see around you is trash. You see things from outside of the mountains, things that are old, some things that are newer. You see a bike sticking out of the water. You see like DVDs, old moldy food. This seems to be a place where all of the trash in the underground goes. What you also see as you land in is that slightly further away is another waterfall that leads further down, and this one leads into a dark pit. With that, what are you lot doing? Nebula is still in hammer space.
He is.
Gala's having the moment of holy shit, we survived!
You fell like 200 feet and took no damage.
Yeah.
While carrying people.
Yeah.
Inmates going to go to each member of the party to make sure that they're all right. I don't think they're saying anything as they do this, though.
Yeah.
Rose is checking out the scenario, where we are, what's around us, looking for threats, assessment, that kind of shit.
Grills,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as you look down into this dark abyss, I need you to roll me a history check.
Oh, interesting. Love that for me. Let me just move all my dice on my damn tray. Get out. There we go. You said history, right?
Yep.
That is my d20. Okay. That's a nat 20.
Hey!
Wow!
First roll of the game.
20, total 23.
Nice, nice, nice.
I need to go read some of your backstory. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I
If
get
you
this
got-
right.
If you got questions, let me know.
Um,
We love to see this.
where is our? There it is. Is this? No, this is for. There you go.
While we're in this scroll break, who's carrying who? Because I remember that Gala was holding Libby, which she has not put her down yet. I'm just trying to remember who else was being carried.
Nebula's in the hamsteak. Inmate, I think, was being carried by Grills.
Coco was just floating down.
Toko's floating.
Libby's also buffering a little bit, but I think when inmate, she's still buffering a bit, as evidenced by the fact that she hasn't like immediately punched Gala in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grills.
Yes.
Long when you arrived in Angel, something occurred to you. Something that I'm very much you are familiar with. You know for a fact that something of sorts merged with you, and as you look down into this abyss, you get a flash of a memory that's not yours.
Oh boy.
This is fun.
You see burning flames. You see a dark, thick, viscous liquid. You see a warning for anybody from medical tool before I say it. But anybody afraid of needles?
I'm good.
Okay,
Nope.
cool. Just a warning. You see this viscous inside of a needle, like being tapped by. You'd roll the nat 20. I'll sell this. Being tapped by a jello finger.
Oh, we're going there. Okay.
Interesting.
Not what I was
boy.
expecting. I'm curious but terrified.
Interesting.
You didn't give me anything on what it was, because I was reading back on your backstory. As far as I'm aware, you only told me what occurred to Grills, but you never told me what occurred to the thing that merged with Grills. So
It's free real estate.
it's for real estate, baby.
It's one of them. It's one of them.
It's one
I
of
never
them.
specified which one, but it's one of them.
Oh, I also never said it had to be specifically one of the ones that we encounter in the games. You see
Free
this
real estate for you, Jade.
Yeah, it's free real estate for me. You see that, and then you just feel like you know when you wake up in a dream after you fall, like when you fall.
Yep.
You feel like your body almost like fall backwards, looking into this abyss, and for a hot second, you have to take a step back, almost to catch yourself because you think you're falling currently. And then the water hits you, and you come back.
Up until the syringe. Curls was pretty fucking sure he was having a PTSD episode, but then that happened, and now he's not so sure. But
Oh,
he
boy.
is going to just set that aside to deal with later, and continue investigating where they are and what is around them.
You do see a path ahead of you. The water does seem to not only flow downwards into this dark abyss, but also forward, deeper into the caverns, leading to where like a lot more trash is found.
Okay. Well, if we're not in any immediate danger, I'm going to, stay with the party and let them know what I found.
When inmate gets, which I presume is pretty quick, gets round to Libby and Gala, Libby grabs their wrist before they can pull away, and just goes, "Doc, you good?"
They kind of just look at you. Before they just say, "I have a duty to keep too."
I think that's a no.
You guys let Nebula out, by the way.
Not
No,
yet.
not yet.
Not yet? I'm so sorry,
Still in the
Nebula.
handshake.
No, it's fine.
Still in the fucking
I
handshake.
am. Listen, I'm just waiting to see how long it takes. I don't mind it not happening right away. It's funny to me.
I think it's really funny just for them, like, wait, holy shit, where's the other person? But yeah, Libby's not doing a head count right now. Not on those two people.
Does Grills know that? Yeah, does Grills know that Nebula went in the hammer space?
You probably saw it.
Yes, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Hence when
Okay.
he goes, Gala, please remove Nebula from your hammer space.
Pardon? Right, yes, of course. 1 second.
Ma'am?
She has still not let go of Libby. Libby can roll insight if she likes. Fuck me!
Oh, what is happening? Oh, what? Did you roll that 22?
What do you roll?
A fumble. I was fucking fumbling.
So,
I was the
Nebula.
last person.
Nebula, you see Gala's hand reach into the hammer space, not grab you, and grab something else. What are you grabbing?
I'm just checking if I've got her a fumble shot. What is happening? Okay, that is a 14. She pulls out a shed antler and then just kind of stares at it for a second.
It's a little gross.
Wrong kind of bones there.
There's still a lot of is there still viscera on it?
No,
thank
it's
God.
an old one.
Oh,
It's her
thank God.
twins. That's a 2.
This is how I find out that Gala has a twin. Okay. That's still a fumble. Keep rolling.
Okay. 16. It's an apple cut into the shape of a crab.
Yep.
How is that still good?
That's a 4.
That's a fumble. Nil.
This is so funny.
You do see all of these things like floating around you, Nebula, and you see that Gala's having trouble. They're probably you get to the point now where Okay, they're trying to get me.
Yeah.
And they're fumbling.
That's a 19. That's a love letter to Lady.
I forgot what you said. Like, I only half heard what you said. Like, I heard what you said this time, but not when Gala first started grabbing stuff out. Can he, like, see her paw, or are they just disappearing?
You can see, like a Gala's hand reaching in, trying to grab.
Okay, he's gonna try to grab her hand then.
This is so wild. Hey, quick question before we actually do anything. What is your hammer space? I understand that there's supposed to be like lockers canonically, but I like to imagine like you reaching in, like everybody's locker is personal. So what does the inside of your locker look like?
Honestly, the inside of this hammer space does look like a nebula. It is these giant walling aurora borealises, these constellations, like a Milky Way in the background, everything.
Okay.
It is just the void of space in all its magnificent beauty. With lots of complexity and one bone skeleton honorary dog.
So
Nebula being starstruck inside this hammer space.
So first of all, roll another hammer space.
Please, for
Let's
the
see if
love
you fumble
of
again.
God.
Nebula, you're going
That's
to
a 9! That's a 9!
Okay, that's not a fumble.
Yeah!
So you do grab Nebula this time, and so as Nebula reaches out, you reach out for hands outstretched. Nebula, while you were in here, like a bit of time passed. So I want to ask, like, what's Nebula thinking?
Hold on. I need to, like, Gala, did Gala say anything to Nebula before he was shoved into the hammer space?
Think small thoughts.
How is it?
Didn't really have time to think!
Yeah.
So I guess, like, for the first minute, he was trying to figure out what happened. Because I don't think he processed what exactly that was.
I'll actually say
and
this,
also
because I established
suddenly
this. Forgive me. Since I established this, that all of the items that that Gala has in their hammer space are floating around. Gala, what's in your hammer space that Nebula sees?
Oh man, yeah, that's a. Yeah, Nebula can see all this stuff.
The child can snoop.
Oh my.
Snoopy.
Jeez,
A love letter to
Louise.
Lady.
Yeah, there have been love letters to Lady. There have been perfect plates of different cut apples in different shapes of animals. There have been those shed antlers that are just there. There have been different pouches of nice-smelling flowers and those sorts of things, which you may recognize from the tea from earlier. There are rocks. They might be space rocks. You don't know.
Shit.
There is a range of technology in here. There are just so many different things that range from, oh yeah, I'd see that in normal Inkwell to, was that an iPad?
The fuck is an iPad? Kind of fucking.
I think you mean an
space
iBanana.
technology, is it?
The fuck would you know?
No. I think you mean a U-pad.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Wii-pad.
A Wii.
A Wii pad.
A Wii U pad.
There is just such a range of things, including things that seem beyond comprehension just because they're there. There might be, you know what, just for funsies, you do see the frame, you know a family photo frame? It's turned away from you, so it's the back of the stand, and just as it's about to turn, Gala grabs a hold of you and starts hauling you out.
Denied the lure.
Alright. Yeah, so basically Nebula, like, for one, he's done suddenly somewhere that he was not before and could not see. Like, he has no idea where he was before at first. Starstruck by all the space, for sure. It's floating there like, since when did I get in space? But then started taking notice of the items and probably... Actually, hold on. I'm gonna roll to see... I guess it'd probably be intelligence to see...
This would be just a straight intelligence check. Or history if you wanted to, like, make a connection.
They're both +2.
Okay.
I'll go with intelligence. Need to open my dice. Ah!
Roll for stupid.
I gotta remember that no matter what.
Well, I mean,
I always gotta.
That was a
I gotta add time for shenanigans.
That was a dirty 20.
Yay!
So yes, he figured out that it's a hammer space. There are a lot of people in the chat today. Wow. We have 3 whole audience members.
Oy vey. That's unprecedented.
Congratulations, we're popular.
Are you lost?
I didn't know you should do that.
So.
But yeah, that's what I think he like probably realizes it's a hammer space right before Gala starts trying to get him out.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, hold on, I gotta get out.
You're in there for probably around like 3 minutes at least.
I mean, again, he was stunned and starstruck for a lot of that, so.
Down into the trash pits. What are you lot doing?
Well, Nebula's getting pulled out, and he looks looks a bit stunned when he comes out.
Startled cat.
The mental image I have there. The mental image I have there of Gala still with one arm around Libby, and then the other one has been rummaging, so she just pulls out this skeleton child in the scruffed cat pose, looking startled. She's looking startled at him, and then there's just everyone else around. It's just the moment of, well, this has happened.
Yeah. I think he then says, I've never done that before. And then he'll just stay held unless Gala puts him down.
Hey, kid.
Hi.
There doesn't seem to be any immediate danger. I think we lost Nadine.
For now.
What? Did anyone get hurt?
Libby looks at Doc.
Everyone is of oddly fine condition.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was rather astounding. How is Toko?
Yeah, how is Toko?
I love that, like, if someone asked that, like, if someone asked, like, inmate, like, how is Toko, all Toko is giving me is, like, I'm dead.
You were dead. Is no big surprise.
That doesn't deter inmate from checking on them, I hope you know.
They do appreciate it. They're also just kind of like, I'm already dead, though.
Yeah,
This
if
is
they
how
were,
you- how
they say
dead
something,
can you
inmate does
be?
not say anything back.
How dead can you
Anyway, Trad's awful pace of music aside, honestly, I think Toko might just be sticking to inmate because their points at inmate seems to not be doing well.
Oh boy.
No one's winning.
We stay losing.
I think Gala might take a look at Grills, because last I recall, Grills was super going through all those spears and everything. I was kind of
He set himself on fire and then started fucking bolting through the spears.
Gala is specifically looking at Soldier Guy for the. You cannot have got out of that completely unscathed, and she is giving the eyebrow raise of.
Roll a medicine check.
Alright, I'm getting the medicine. I'm
He also
getting the
still got
medicine.
Libby's shield.
Okay, that's a 19 on the dice. So that's going to be a 23.
Yeah, he's fine. He is like the only sign of any wear and tear is that his shirt, normally impeccably tucked in, is a little bit ruffled. AKA, he's missing 2, count them, 2 whole hit points.
2 hit points.
The child still has not taken any sort of
Yes, this is the point.
That's
This is
the
intentional.
entire point. 1, 2,
Don't get that stuck in my head. Don't get that stuck in my head at
1,
midnight.
2,
So,
Wait, is this a reference to something?
Yes, it's
Count,
a reference to goddamn Countula.
so
count.
The
The count
Muppets.
from the Muppets who
Yes.
teaches people how to count.
the
Oh, the count, right. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
you see a small path ahead of you, where all of the
Mhm.
trash seems to be flowing towards. You are still, by the way, surrounded by fucking trash. It smells
Yeah.
gross here. We'll just add that.
Oh right, trash smells. I
Yeah,
forgot.
It
Yeah.
doesn't smell
Not only that, it's
like
wet
murder.
garbage.
It is wet
It
garbage.
is wet garbage. But
It's
at
not
least it is
food.
not
It's
hot
not.
garbage.
I will say this: it's not food waste for the most part. It's a lot of like cardboard, like metal, plastics, stuff like that that's been thrown down here.
Oh
What are
no,
you talking about bad smell? That's not bad smells.
Yeah.
That's not bad smells.
So,
Mhm.
what are you lot doing?
We need to get to higher ground.
We should find some place to rest as well.
Agreed. We should probably watch our step as we're going through all of this. How far should we go before we rest? If we've taken a direct fall here, she's going to know. I mean, she might think we didn't survive this, but
You don't leave that to chance.
exactly.
No, you don't.
I mean, she would not. She's.
We need to get out of the water, at the very least.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So onwards, I suppose.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Grill still on fire, by the way? Was he able to keep that up? Has it been a minute?
No, but it's been more than a minute.
It's
Okay,
been
no,
over a hot minute.
That's fine. Well, that was a wet minute, but
Yeah.
We
A
ain't at the
steamy
hot
minute.
yet.
So,
he is going to. How dark is it actually?
it's actually quite well illuminated due to the bioluminescent mushrooms and the little starry speckles of like small, like glowing crystals.
Yeah. Okay. He will not bring up a fireball on. That's fine.
Mhm.
Unless he's handed it back, he still has Libby's shield. She's not.
Yes,
asked
he
for it,
will. He will
just,
hand that back.
She takes it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, a lot of you continue to move forward through the track, attempting to find solid ground to rest. a lot of you are seeing that this area is probably where a lot of the water of the underground flows into. You're kind of walking alongside this also like dark pit, um, where a lot of the trash that's not heavy enough to get stuck or doesn't get stuck flows just completely into, and you just see it fall, and eventually just reach the darkness, and then you can't see it anymore. As you travel by, you pass by bits of trash. If anybody's trying to look through the trash, by the way, you can roll investigation.
Ooh, yippee!
Yeah,
looking-
I think Nebula would.
Not looking through the trash, but keeping an eye out for enemies. Or for, well, anything that is moving that is not due to my party members fucking rooting on the trash like raccoons.
Nothing is moving. I'll tell you that for sure.
Okay.
Apart from the water.
Gala just rolled shit, and honestly, it makes sense given her, her mental state at the moment, which I forget whether Libby rolled an insight on that earlier.
Nebula trash investigation.
Right, let's see, let's go with investigation.
You're right, it is a trash investigation.
Sure is. That's a 6.
I can do you better! I can do you better than that! I can give you a 4!
A lot of you find discarded
not better.
articles of
That's
clothing that are torn and wet. Plastic, like not VHSs. This would be like film rolls of film, with like destroyed movies from Dodo Studios, as well as things that. It is kind of interesting because this place is from the time before the erasure. Technically, you would find stuff here that's like movies, but
Doesn't
movies you've never
exist.
heard before. Stuff that doesn't like. There's no historical context for it. Like, there's the like candies that you have never heard of, articles of food and clothing from brands that don't exist. Like that's how old this place is technically. So it is an interesting bit, but nothing that you can really garner from any of this.
Mm-hmm. Especially as fabric would start to decay as it waterlogs and all that sort of stuff, which is fascinating. And I am holding the geographer in me from going off on this stuff.
You have no idea how much I can't wait to like. I've given it like some solid thought as to how the underground's like climate works.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that I'm at least partially correct. Anyways,
You are. Don't worry. It's the geographer in me has to keep holding back because some of the stuff is so fun to extrapolate on.
Wild's trying not to pull a me whenever
Yeah.
I'm presented with any sort of implications.
Mm-hmm.
as you continue forward, there's a bicycle on the side, a bit of a cooler with like a couple of like actually still good fizzy drinks if you want to grab them. In the middle of the water, there's a singular dummy, and as you continue to walk forward, you hear a sentence from behind you. So you just gotta walk past me? Not even gonna say hi?
Okay, Jesus Christ, Gala just handed me biting back on a scream.
Oh, you're gonna treat me?
Understandable.
You're gonna treat me just like you treated my brother back of the remnants.
Toko, I'm imagining Toko like jumped at the force and then immediately like hit behind inmate.
Oh,
Turning around, a lot of you see this mannequin that was just sitting there, not moving, not expressing any kind of emotion and or anything, with two big eyes looking at you like super angry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm sorry, but I needed to pull out a Danny DeVito voice for this, and it fucking killed me.
I love you so much.
And as you lot hear this dummy and finally turn around and see him, the world goes black and
Yeah.
one thing beforehand, everybody roll a small history check as he mentions. As he mentions what I said.
Okay, let's
They're back in the room.
Oh,
I need to move all my dice back up my tray again.
That is 14 plus 14 plus
Yeah!
what for that history?
Yeah, I think history.
That's 14 plus 2, so 16.
I got total 14, so 11 plus.
Nebula got 11. Wild, Nebula was going to ask Gala to put him down, but then he realized that he didn't want to be waist deep in trash water.
Yeah. It's
So that's the only reason why he didn't.
I'm gonna level with you. Gala in her head was falling back on some of her instincts from her younger sibling of just do not put child down around dangerous stuff. You hold them. You hold them and you get them to safer ground.
He is a level 7 sorcerer, but yeah.
Nice!
Dang,
Libby.
that's funny, Libby.
Yeah!
Hey Gala, would you also like to roll an insight?
Yep.
Oh no. Was that a deception? Or is that a history?
Libby's roll. Oh wait. Libby's roll is just a flat 20. I forgot. I thought we were rolling initiative.
You are going to be rolling initiative after you roll that history check. If you want to use that for your history, you can.
I was rolling it as initiative. I can roll my history.
That was a nat 20 insight for Libby. Also, for our audience, the thing I asked Libby to roll insight on earlier is Gala is actually shaking. In a way that is felt, but is not seen. But she is ever so slightly shaking through all of this.
Oh boy.
Is anyone in this party having a good time right now?
No, not really. I am so sorry, y'all.
I think Coco might actually be. I think Coco might actually be the only person in the party who's relatively okay.
Grills isn't
I don't
having a
think Nebula-
bad time necessarily.
Wells is not having a good time.
I don't think
Well,
Nebula's
he's not-
having
he's
a bad
not-
time either.
He's not necessarily having a good time, but he's not necessarily having a bad time either. He's just having a
Neutral
time.
Are we? I think in Undertale they have like pathways. Are we in the neutral pathway right now?
Oh, you're
Well, we're on a pathway.
you're not on any pathway technically. You're currently on the neutral one technically. Yeah, if you wanted to really
Yes,
put
we're
it in
on a pathway. We're on the trash pathway through this place.
Yeah, we're in the dump. We are down in the dumps.
You are
down in the
super down.
dumps.
You are literally, I think, at your lowest, which is the funniest thing that it happened now.
Well, on the plus side,
Exactly.
unless we get a shovel. Ooh, we can
Well,
see.
you say there's nowhere to go but up, but
There's a giant dark pit abyss that you can throw yourselves down into if you really wanted to test what the hell's down there.
Yeah!
Don't offer that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't worry, you'd reset.
That's
So-
I kind of want to see what happened if someone
I was distracted. What are we?
We're
What
not-
would be very bad?
So,
throwing yourself down the pit.
Oh yeah, no. Let's not do that.
I want. What did everybody roll for history? Just real quick.
11 from Nebula.
14.
Anybody get above a 15?
me!
Libby got a natural 20. I'm doing this right? This is
Mhm.
how I commit. Okay, cool.
No, you didn't.
D20.
That's-
D20.
you have to roll a
R D20.
D20.
Okay.
You just rolled 20.
Okay, there we go. $16.
16. So, anybody who got above a 15, you do recall a very similar looking dummy / mannequin in Ba's house.
Mhm.
who did not
Mhm.
speak and who did not interact with you guys at all.
Mm-hmm.
Toko is just like you're not a dummy.
Of course, I'm not a dummy. Now
Oh,
everybody
you
roll
must be an
initiative.
idiot. You want to get noticed? I'll fucking notice you. Libby's when's initiative? When's initiative?
Yeah. Everybody roll initiative. Tell me what you get.
I
Gala, my sweet summer child, you ain't doing too hot today. You've been through
Yeah,
too
when
much
you-
shit in
you
the past
put
24
the-
hours.
The roll first.
Yeah.
before
I
the
didn't.
title.
I forgot I was typing out something else.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You did not. Yeah, you did not roll.
No,
you
I'm
rolled
s- Yeah, I forgot. I don't know how these commands work.
You're good. At least I hope the music's good because I fucking.
Oh,
the
yes.
Mad,
Yes.
I had to put in the
I
Mad
got-
Dummy here at least a little bit.
I got very excited the moment the music started. This is one of the top tracks in Undertale.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
nat 20. Is that nat 20 plus nothing?
Well, so apparently his dex is 0, which I don't know. I don't think it was before, but I don't know how to fix it, and I don't remember
Yeah,
what it was.
I-
So
I-
yeah,
it's
it's
alright.
0 now.
Okay, so
I ate your modifier, I'm sorry, it was delicious.
so
Did that happen while
Grills.
Nebula was in the hammer space?
Yes, 10 out of 10 would do so again.
okay, so 25 to 20. That's Grills, Nebula. Anybody else? Okay, 20 to 15.
Inmate?
Inmate
Up
has a
15?
15.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
15 to 10.
Libby has 12.
Yeah, Gala got 12 as well. Did we both get the
Palermo.
same? We
I
both
think
got the
so.
same history,
Who
and we
has
got the
who has the
same-
higher dex out of the two of you?
Gala.
plus- yeah.
Gala's got the
Gala.
Okay, so Gala goes first, Libby goes second. And that just leaves Toko. Toko, what did you roll?
Oh, for initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me one.
Coco didn't. It's the answer to that question.
I see.
Yeah, sorry, give me 1 second. The MV is kind of lagging a little for me as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
tracks.
Okay, plus 14.
You guys are fucking real lucky. Because the
That
dummy,
dummy got a
rolled-
1 or something?
That dummy got it's going last.
Cool.
He rolled an 8. There we go. And we'll
Nice.
pin that. Alright. Grills, you're going first.
Oh boy. Okay. 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 Cool. You do remember that hitting people is a bad idea here. Hey, it's gonna take a look around. Is the dummy blocking off the exits?
Not technically, because they're behind you, and you kept walking past them forward. But
Okay.
I will say that when you enter the black and white version of the universe, anything that's not in your immediate vicinity, meaning the trash piles and all that stuff, kind of goes away, and you don't know where. You know the general direction of where you were heading, but you can't see what's ahead of you now until you exit combat. It's kind of like a black screen that's kind of shrouded the entire place, and you can only see each other.
There's almost certainly no way this is going to work. But it would be really fucking funny if it did. Low-key, Grills wants to try picking up the dummy and throwing it as far as he can to try and throw it out of their vicinity and out of the combat encounter.
Is this like what we should do, geese?
I love this.
Okay.
Yes, he's trying the goose method of winning confrontation.
Goose, goose, goose.
Yeah, how mobile is this thing?
You see
He's
it
a
begin to
mannequin.
you see it begin to start floating. Here's what I'll give you. You'll walk up to it. This is going to be a contested. This is grapple. You're grappling it, and then you're going to use your
Sure.
second attack to toss it.
Okay.
All right. So it needs to roll strength or dex.
It needs, athletics or acrobatics, whichever it chooses,
It
and I've
does
got to
not
roll.
have any proficiency. This thing is a spellcaster.
Okay, well, all right then.
Yeah. Please roll for me, because if you end this combat immediately, that'll be the funniest bitch.
Please do. Please.
I mean,
please
I
do.
did preface this entire idea with it's probably not going to work, but it would be really fucking funny if it did.
Yeah.
Perfectly average, as all things should be. That's a 15.
That's a 15. Okay, hold on. He's going to use athletics, or no, acrobatics, because it's a +2. No joke. He rolled a 15 on the dice.
Damn it.
No.
15 on the dice
Who
plus
has the
2, so
high-
he just floats out
Okay.
of your way.
Can I try again?
Yeah, you have how many
'Cause I
attacks do
still
you
have-
have?
So I have multi-attack 2, so I have 2 attacks on my main action, and
Yeah,
then
you
if
can-
I take
you
the
can do
attack action, I can use a bonus action to do more attacks.
Fuck it, yeah, try again. Another grappling
Cool.
check. I will tell this, you have to beat a 13.
Oh, I think I just do.
The sheer.
I just do 14.
Yeah.
You,
Who's walks up?
you grapple that mad dummy. Who you walk up to, you you attempt to grab him, he floats out of your way, and he's just like, "What do you think you're doing?" And you grab him by the fucking like bottom of his like little stand. Are you gonna attempt to throw him?
Yeah, full
Please.
on, like,
Do this.
what do you want me to roll? Like a ranged attack, or?
He
It's
weighs
like a
nothing.
hammer throw.
He weighs nothing. So I'll give you this. You can roll athletics. You can roll strength or dex to attempt to throw him, depending on how you're throwing him. Are you trying to like use your strength to like chuck him as hard as you can, or are you attempting to use like leverage and just throw him?
Okay, well that comes down to, am I allowed to use athletics, or do I have to roll flat strength?
You can use athletics. I'll give you this.
I'm going to fuck him, fucking
I
just
thought you said fuck him, and I was like,
no,
Oh,
no, I didn't.
Hey,
I said
not
fuck
that kind of
him.
session.
No, that kind of shit. Oh god, which is funnier? Just like fucking shot put, or do I go for the spin around and then a circle to build out speed and then
Hammer throw. Hammer throw.
fucking just do the so long gay Bowser.
so long, okay, Bowser.
What?
Oh my god,
What did you roll?
that's a 19 on the dice.
So long gay Bowser.
It's a 19 on dice plus what?
Total-
Because there's a DC. There's a DC for
total
this.
Total of 24.
Yes.
You make it. So here's what
So long,
happens.
okay.
Here's what happens. You lot see Grills. Are you pissed off? Like how angry do you look?
He doesn't.
He doesn't look
This
angry.
is just
Calmly.
he just like very neutral, very calm expression.
Calmly. You lot see Grills walk up to the dummy who begins floating. Attempt to grab a miss. The dummy's like, "What do you think you're doing?" You grab him by the bottom of the stand, spin around so long, Gay Bowser, and chuck him out of the fucking fight. The battle drops, and as you do so, Grills, you end up seeing somebody standing behind everyone else. Arthur, could you please join the game?
Oh no! Did I just hit them with the dummy?
I figured. Yes.
Did I just hit them with the dummy?
Yes.
So
Hello?
no, you shoot the dummy.
Yes.
You shoot the dummy far away, like from either of you. But what you do see is that as the battle drops and the black and whiteness leaves, behind the rest of your party, Grills, is another ghost, not Toko. I don't know if are you familiar with each other, Grills? Are you familiar with
That depends on
Naptus
who the fuck
News?
is it.
I,
Oh no.
no, Nebula is though.
Yeah.
Nebula knows him. Not
Nebula-
me.
Nebula
That-
sees this ghost and it's just like, you!
Hi.
Hey, Napstus News. Last time you saw Nebula, I guess just recap for everyone. They gave him like a piece of candy from the underground, and he was like, "This seems familiar." And then it was familiar in a way that the things from his past are familiar. And they he tried to ask them where they got it, and they just floated down through the floor.
That sounds like
And he was normal then. Napstus News, he's now like baby. He's like 10 years old.
Oh,
He's lost
Baby.
like
Nebula's like 10.
wait, do I? Yes.
Baby boy.
Do I don't know if I have his current height. But yeah, currently he looks 10.
4'7" exactly.
Thank
Yep.
you. Yes, he is 4'7" exactly. I don't know how you remember that, but
Inch taller than Libby.
Let
for the
me
bit.
Oh,
let me
right.
drop the scene for you, Naptus News. As you begin entering the trash pit, as you usually do.
As one does.
As one does. You do see that some sort of scuffle has begun. The fights from the outside are not something that I thought I would ever have to describe, but they do have a specific look as you see what you see, Napstus News, is that there's a bunch of people here. Some people that you don't know. One of them that you kind of recognize, but they look way too small. Who turn black and they all turn black and white alongside your brother. So you know your brother is in a scuffle now.
Deep sigh.
And then you see one of the people grab your brother and chuck them out of the fight.
Their eyes just follow the arc. As he lands, they just kind of float over and they go, "So have we learned a lesson about picking fights with children? Dummy."
Toko raises a
Dummy.
hand helpfully from behind an inmate. I'm a child.
Yes, you are. Dummy, are you proud of yourself?
No need to a brother.
Dummy.
Don't call me dummy. And you see
That is your legal name.
Not if I have anything to say about it. And you see he begins floating and runs away. He leaves.
There he goes.
In the background, Toko kind of hugs on inmate's sleeve for a moment.
They look down at Toko.
Toko just kind of whispers. Toko makes a circular shape with their hands, somewhat egg shaped, and it's just, are they,
Are
Is that why they want
the
to
dummy is
change
an egg?
Inmate just stares at them. Do you want to roll an insight?
I would love to. Their inside is +2, so not as bad as I thought it would be.
Sorry, oh my.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Toko.
I don't know how else to tell you this. They're running on autopilot right now. They look exhausted as fuck. They're just
Oh gosh.
they're on autopilot right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Togo like sees this and kind of like frowns. They'll stick a little closer to inmate. They don't know what to do here.
Naps the Snooze will float over and go, "Hello, strangers of varying familiarity. Can I interest you in temporary safety and a lack of trash water?"
Rolling insight on the ghost because Grills is insulted.
Rolling is Gala's
The average is only shipping.
16 plus. What's your insight modifier again, my love, my darling? That's going to be a 16 plus something. 16 plus 7.
People are like rolling insight, and meanwhile Nebula's like not even answering the question, and it's just like, how did you get back to the surface? I thought everyone's been stuck here for ages. You were on the surface like not long ago. And then you left me when I was trying to talk to you.
Nebula?
Offended.
Yes!
This is what happens when you don't get enough sleep.
It was a magic surge. Not listen. You've been he takes a breath, presses his hands together, like, okay, calm down.
Important question, is Nebula still being held? Oh, sorry,
Yes.
sorry. Is he still scruffed, or has he been like held more by Gala?
I think he's been held a bit more because Gala was gearing up for we're about to be in combat. She'd still not let go of Libby, but she had transferred Libby into a hold of Libby being able to fight and do things as needed while still being held. Both of these people are still held in her arms.
Thank you. Sorry, I just needed to know if he was still scruffed because it's a very good mental image.
This is what happens when you don't get enough sleep. You turn 10 years old. Shenanigans begets shenanigans.
Why did you just leave when I was asking you questions?
Would you like the truth?
Yes.
I felt very awkward.
He just takes a breath, drags his hand down his face. You live here?
Well, I don't. Gestures at Ghost.
Okay, you know what I mean. Do you reside here?
I mean, you do have like a small home.
Not in the trash, but like over there.
I mean down in this place. Not in the trash.
Oh, yes.
Okay. He is like he knew that Napsistus might have like some potential clues to his past, but he was not expecting this. He is processing. Napsistus did offer a place to stay, like a dry place, yeah. So he just kind of like sighs, like, okay, this is happening. He's still processing it, but like, okay. And then he says, yeah, if you have a place to stay and rest, that would be good.
I love while Nebula's doing that, we've got two people inciting and everyone else just going, okay, this is happening.
So
I still find it really funny that like these people are inciting and Nebula is like obviously talking to this ghost as a friend.
Yeah.
Like, or at least someone he knows.
For anybody who rolled that insight, seems to be truthful. Genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like I'm gonna be honest, you all seem very twitchy, so if you'd just like to come and vibe for a little bit, I feel like that could significantly improve your chances of survival in some small way. But you know what? You do you. I'm gonna go this way now. It starts floating off.
Girls
Nebula will
glances
look at Gala like we should follow.
Yeah.
Girls is glancing at Libby to see what she thinks about this as the other person who is paranoid as fuck.
Libby currently has her head, face, whatever, buried in one of her hands, and is just. I hate that it's right.
So the lot of you follow.
We should probably do that. Yeah. I hate that it's right.
Napsys News, and party accompanied. A lot of you walk forward, finally getting out of the trash water.
It's water.
You are wet. You are cold. You are you are ragged, and you finally reach the home of Napsys News. Napsys News, please describe your house.
The best word for it might be for some sort of like a tall headpiece that has slightly fallen over but not entirely. Such as a very heightened hat of some sort. It seems to be in some disrepair. There's like the customary light ground fog, customary of all haunted places. But it seems cozy enough. There's a little door, which they float through, and then there's a beat of silence, and then they remember to actually open it for you.
I just want to say.
In. Oh, okay.
I just want to say that I have been waiting for them to meet again for so long. Hold on, let me look up when that FPS was uploaded. Hold on.
Over 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. Where is it?
Author, I really love the flat affect that you give Napsys News so much.
Oh, good.
Thank you. It's very useful when I'm trying not to giggle.
Incredibly depressed.
Was it Would You Not? Was that the FPS?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago. What is it specifically? September 24, 2021.
Damn.
That was
almost 3.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was Nebula's 10th
school year. Nice.
Anyway, yeah, I've been waiting for 2 years, 2.5 years. Yeah, for this. I'm very excited. I don't know where to go from here, but I was excited for them to meet again.
On the walk over, Grills did summon another fireball to dry himself off and dry anyone else off that asks for it.
Mm-hmm.
Nebula's fun. He was in the hammer space. He was being carried and was also in the hammer space before then.
Libby and Nebula are perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure it's everyone else that's wet.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh. As you enter this home, Napsys News is going to be like, please make yourself at home. Help yourself to anything that's in the fridge. If you are still wet, feel free to use my boo dryer. That's a joke. It's also a brand name.
Ooh.
Anyway, who wants to hear some tunes?
You know what? Gala is just gonna like raise a hand that's, holding people But he's gonna raise the hand just like she wants to listen to some tunes.
Wait, are you
Yeah.
actually playing it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Why the fuck would I not?
Also, I am very Gala will have directed for Matey to be dried first, but she's gonna be very appreciative because wet fur.
Mm-hmm.
Does Nebula finally get
I'm-
put down?
I'm gonna be real chief. If anybody is trying to interact with inmate, they're just walking in and keep walking until they find a place to sit down and decompress.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
they
there
are
are no
not
chairs, but
interacting
there's
with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
That
There
makes
are
sense.
unfortunately no chairs, but there is a patch of extremely comfy floor.
Mm.
This
I
is
think Girls
some
is gonna
lethal floor.
Girls is gonna pop himself down where he can see all windows and doors going into this room and start to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Libby does. Libby does, like, without saying anything, like, get down from Gala's hold, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And she steps outside, actually, and kind of sets herself up right outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, remix.
I think what Gala does is she specifically is going to take off her cloak from Lady, go over. This is where I ask you, Arvi. Matey, does Matey do good with pressure stim?
Depends on how heavy. I'm taking the opportunity to remind everybody that before inmate ever came into Einquell, they were kept in a solitary confinement cell that was kept at 0 degrees Celsius.
Mm.
And the only thing they gave them was a blanket, like a really thin blanket.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which
it might
was-
not do as much as you want.
Could you say that last part?
It might not do as much as you want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Gala's gonna give it, but specifically so it's draped so that Matey can do stuff with their hands with it. Because she knows how much of a bad habit there can be in destructive stims and that sort of stuff. And also just good sensory on the hands.
The fluffy part of the collar in their lap.
Exactly. Exactly. She knows Libby might need time. If Libby is still out there later, she's gonna go to her, especially as she kind of wants stuff with her. At the same time, everyone is having a moment. Gala is just going to very gently get some frickin' floor time.
Well, this is the part in Undertale where you can do that.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
This is the part of Undertale where you lay down with the ghost and just the universe fills you with the music.
hold on. I think that was actually recently posted. Was
I posted that GIF in reference to Nebula being in Gala's hammer space.
Yeah,
And yet it became so freaking appropriate.
yeah.
Okay. I am so mad that thaumaturgy doesn't allow you to do like anything to your surroundings, because otherwise Gala would be making a galaxy around us.
Oh, you don't have to.
No.
Anybody who's laying down, you lay down and listen to this music. Naps Snooze, do you have anything to say about the music at all as they're listening to it?
I hope you guys enjoy my mixtape. I have, looks over at a not small pile of, what seems to be various CDs and cassettes. I have a couple spares if you guys want to take some. You kind of seem like you need this, like a bunch. So I hope you enjoy. Just sit on the floor. It'll do you good.
So, ask you guys to those that are sitting down and resting, and you listen to this music. How do you describe this? You are exhausted. You've had a very, very long day. Your internal clocks, from like when you're supposed to fall asleep and when you're not supposed to, are completely fucked with because you've been on the ground for so long now, and you have not seen the sun. So there's a genuine weariness to just not to those of you that have bones,
Or our bones.
or our bones. Even your plasmatic inner self, Toko, feels.
Libby
tired.
also falls under that category.
Yeah.
Plasmatic.
Ectoplasmatic form. Just feels weary. Just from how long. And so as you sit down and listen to this, I'm gonna say like above average mixtape. You do feel finally a little bit of rest. To the point one could say that you feel like you're floating among stars. For Libby, you walked outside.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Swear to God, if you bring back Sam's, I'm gonna flip.
Time stops.
Wow.
In a way that you're familiar with.
Hi, Sam's.
So, how are you all holding up?
I think you killed me, Wild.
I've been distracted writing stuff down. Is this specifically for Libby?
This is
Outside?
specifically for
Yes.
Libby, who's outside
Yep.
by themselves.
Okay. Trey?
She doesn't say no. I'm
Okay.
she doesn't. She doesn't.
Respond.
She doesn't say anything. No.
Oh, come on. Sounds like fish cut your tongue. Man,
If you have any semblance of timing, you will be gone in the next 10 seconds and don't come back for at least another 3 hours.
about 10 seconds is all I really need. I mean, I don't know if you've seen that time has stopped, but currently no seconds are passing.
I have to say that I find this really funny because last session, Nebula was calling Panspyrus to ask about the blasters, and Panspyrus said to ask Sam's. Or at least said that Sam's taught him the spell. Nebula has no idea that he's right out here, and
Yeah.
Libby's just like, leave.
Oh, he'll leave in a couple of minutes. You lot made it a lot further than I really thought you would. Not gonna lie to you.
I have nothing to say to you.
I have literally done nothing to hurt you. You know that, right?
She's just sitting. She just sits down and leans back against the back of the house.
Honestly, if you want to know why I'm choosing to pick with you a little bit, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You are the funniest one to mess with.
I'm sorry, I did not catch the. I did not hear what you said.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You like a little. The reason why I really I mess with you, you are the funniest one to mess with.
The funniest. The last 3 words.
To mess with, I think.
To mess with.
You're also the toughest one to crack. I've made at least all of your friends smile, but I haven't made you smile yet.
I think I hate you.
That was perfect timing with the music.
You wouldn't be the first. Nana definitely hates me, at the very least how lazy I am.
You call this lazy?
And when you got as many jobs as I got, you gotta figure a way to take as many breaks as you can.
So you'd call magic on the scale which borders on impossible lazy.
When you use it to sleep, yeah. Not gonna lie to you, Libby. If I really wanted to hurt you, if I really wanted to hurt you, you lot would be dead where you stand. You know that, right?
No fucking shit, Sherlock. And you call me Olivia. Or sorry, no, you call me Liberty.
Oh, I said Libby.
Yeah,
oh, wait.
Libby is correcting Sam's, and is telling him to call her Liberty.
For
somebody called Liberty, you sure don't have a sense of humor. You gotta have you should have a little bit more of a free spirit.
You are pressing it, little man.
We're the same height.
And I am no man.
And I'm a skeleton.
I wish you were less than that.
He's still wearing the crown, by the way.
You gonna tell me what it's gonna do to make you less than that?
Libby? Can I call you Libby? I'm gonna call you Libby.
No, you're not. You're not doing that.
I hope you know I am rooting for all of you.
I really don't. For some reason. I can't see it in... For some reason, I can't see it in you.
Hey, even I sleep at baseball games. Just
What's
because I'm
baseball?
asleep. You know, stickball game? Sports ball. Forgive me.
I
we've had to come up
don't
with
know
a new...
what that...
Is that not what y'all play up
What's-
above ground? Floor 12?
I don't fucking know what goes on in Einquell. Do I look like it?
He does like a so-and-so motion. Either way, mostly came in to check on a lot of you. Seems like you went through a lot.
And where were you?
Oh, I was taking my legally required breaks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bub, look. She stands up and says, I have a hard time believing that you're rooting for us if you're gonna just stand by and watch, what's her face over there try and, murder us outright. So unless you have actually anything useful to tell me, or going to actually provide any sort of assistance, get the fuck out of here and stay away from my party. You got that? I don't appreciate busybodies. If you're all talk, then I have no use for you.
I need to look up a spell real quickly.
Ooh.
Oh boy, is it a happy spell? You
It's
gonna
a-
have a happy time? I want a happy time.
It's not gonna be happy.
No. I'm not attacking you, don't worry.
Yeah.
We want a happy time. We want the sexy crowd and everything nice.
You want nice things in the underground?
No.
You naive
Unfucking likely.
fool.
I
You see,
can dream.
you see Sam's walk away in one direction and appear next to you and put a hand on your shoulder without you noticing. And in a flash of a couple of seconds, you see multiple bits of memory where so far your party has survived. And you see, as you've been traveling, Sam's has been traveling with you and redirecting certain things. And making sure they don't come in contact with you. And as that happens, and you come back from that flash, Sam just says, I kept a promise to somebody, and I intend to keep it. And time stop goes away.
Is Sam still there?
Nope.
Can I just say I love this dynamic between Samson and Olivia?
This is my favorite dynamic so far in the entire game.
I'm so happy for you. Sorry, the gain was down on my mic, so you couldn't hear the like 30-second long sigh that we did.
I heard part of it.
Yeah.
You are now the only one aware that Sam's has been keeping stuff from getting to you guys occasionally, and has actively been helping
I
you.
am now the only one aware that Sam's alleged that he has been keeping stuff from getting to us occasionally.
Oh yeah, of course. That is
like
right.
hell, I trust the visions that this motherfucker teleported next to me to touch me and show. Yeah, like I definitely believe that. Sure, thank you. I'm sitting back down against the and leaning against the wall of the house.
Oh yeah, one last thing. As you lean against this wall, against this house, there is another house next to it. That's empty. No lights, no nothing.
Yeah, she's gonna run a quick, just like, I guess, perception of the area around to see if there's any more of their fucking bullshit stalkers chilling the hell out. Cameras and goop sign
roll an investigation
bullshit.
check, actually. Do roll an investigation.
Cool. And also just like general threat
Yeah.
assessment. Like, okay. Perception.
Yeah. Investigation or perception, whichever one you want.
Investigation does not have a negative modifier. 11.
11. You
Yep.
don't see any goopy following you, but you do see one camera.
She bangs her head lightly against the side, like not like she just thunks her head back against the wall of the building and listens to the mixtape playing from another room, YouTube. Ghost mixtape, but playing from another room in a cave. ASMR. And yeah.
Inmate.
Did-
I believe
were we-
you... Yeah.
Were we destroying the cameras or leaving them be?
Leaving them mostly, because we're not wanting to like draw extra attention by property damage, and we don't have any, like, we don't know for sure, aside from the fact that they're creepy as hell, and whatnot, they're currently not considered a threat.
Okay.
Inmate, I believe you're stepping out to see Libby.
Yeah.
Not the right music for this.
Why not?
No offense. If you guys are gonna be talking, I need something else.
You want fucking clown music going? We're having a serious conversation.
Yeah, I think you should actually.
I can't adjust the volume on the stream right at this moment, so I have no idea what Jade is playing exactly.
Nothing.
Okay.
They're looking for
There you go.
a suitably emotional track, I guess. I don't know.
It's raining
before-
somewhere else.
before
Just
that-
do that one. Just do
Before
it's
that,
raining
it was
somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, before the song that they were saying that they can't use, the one that was playing was a
Spook tune.
fairly a version of Spook Wave, I think, a remix that was kind of intense, a little bit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It was like a dance track.
Yeah, it's more of a dance track. Anyways, so Inmate, you step outside to go see Libby.
Yeah, Imei just kind of opens the door, looks around to find Libby, and then just kind of shuffles over to sit next to her.
Wearing Gala's coat, might I add. Which is a really nice touch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Doc.
Mm.
People were getting a bit of feedback from you from the music.
Mm-hmm.
I turned it down a bit so that way it wouldn't. Is that all you were doing? Oh, I thought you guys were talking to each other. Never mind. If you guys are just gonna sit.
Yeah, Imei's just taking a second.
Yeah, Libby doesn't have anything to say either. Sorry.
In that case, it's probably a long moment of silence, except for the music playing from another room in
Yeah.
the cave.
Yeah.
Spook tunes playing from another room in a damp cave in the underground.
It's ASMR, baby.
3 hour mix.
Yeah.
Amy just kind of sits next to her, and like they aren't looking up at her. They are gazed at their lap, hands kind of clutching the cloak that Gala gave them. Before they're finally just I'm sorry I yelled at you.
When?
Both times.
Oh. You should do it more often.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably wouldn't. Mm. Sorry that I wouldn't hear you until you were yelling. This is, she kind of gestures. Pretty fucked.
They kind of just nod and are silent again for like another moment. And they're just have I been a good friend to you, Libby?
Yeah. Why would you think you haven't? I'm Yeah, no, Doc, you're fine. You're great. All things considered, you're fucking nailing this shit. Probably. It's not like I know much better.
I can't really say for certain. I don't think I really know what I'm doing.
I know. And wait, what? And if you're talking about the friendship context, we've both well established that neither of us know what we're doing with that one. So I'm guessing you mean in the adventuring context. Huh?
I'm trying to figure out how to put into words what exactly they're doing.
Yeah.
And like really uncomfortable fidgeting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want to say something, but they don't know how to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because they don't know how Libby is gonna take it.
Mm-hmm. Is hmm. I think she notices their their hands getting more aggravated and restless, and she just quietly says, "Hey," and offers her hand to them.
They kind of take it. Remind me, they had agreed that they would talk before they do any self-sacrificial bullshit, right?
Yep. He made them promise.
Yep. I'm gonna figure out. Give me a second to figure out how they word this.
While you're figuring that out, I don't know if anyone knows those gel, rubbery stress balls that are covered by a fabric.
Yeah.
They're very specific. That's the texture of Libby's hands.
Amazing.
All thoughts out the window for a second.
You're so
as
right.
inmate stims for 2 seconds. With Livy's hand.
Yeah.
While we were running, a thought crossed my mind. And I thought that the easiest way to avoid conflict would have been to give them what they wanted. A lot of the people here, they're just prisoners. They have been here for a long time, and I, of all people, cannot blame them for their desperation.
Yeah. Do you really think that she'd stop at just you? Because she wouldn't. At least, she wouldn't have then. And just with there's better things to do with that desperation than lash out at other people and I think I hear you, but on the practical side of things, so when you get into situations like this, there's often a imagined solution that groups, individuals, civilizations, entire ones can have about what it is that would solve their problems, right? But the thing is, as you kind of go forward with that and dig around a bit more, it's not uncommon for that to not actually be the case. I don't want to stop you from what you want to do. You've had enough of that already. Or keep you from doing what you feel is right. But as if you're willing to listen to me at all, as in these matters, as someone who's tried to do these sorts of adventuring things, it rarely turns out to be what you expect it to, and I would be remiss if I let you sacrifice yourself in vain. And it, on a more selfish note, I don't really know what I'd do with myself if we got back up there and you weren't able to come with. You deserve to see the sun again as much as any of these other people do. And they're, they might end up getting what they want by natural means. Anyway, so. Do you get me?
They kind of nod before they're just I've had 8 years without the sun already. I think if anybody is equipped to live without it, it would be me. And I'm sorry to say that's their version of a joke.
Yeah. Olivia does jealous. Doc, I spent the better part of 3 decades living almost entirely subterranean. 8 years is nothing. Especially considering your time scale. I'm sorry, humans live way too, like, you live way such, like, fucking short lives. That's like a tenth of the average human lifespan. So I guess if you scale it out, it's not quite as dramatic. But if we're talking just raw numbers, okay? Look, technically, you can't even gauge. Well, you can't even gauge my age. Do you know how fucking inconsistent goddamn Muppet-born aging is? It's absolute bullshit. I spent I think 10 years, roughly equivalent to, I don't know, like, I don't know, 13 sounds right. I haven't had to do this math before. I don't, see, you can't, this is why I don't know that many humans. You have to do all the time scaling. It's a whole bullshit thing. There's other Muppet born that are like grandpas by now. They have kids and their kids have kids and they're like old and wizened. No. If we're talking just base time scale, I win. And seriously,
I think at some point through this ramble, yeah, they're going to. They kind of like let go of Libby's hand, but lift their arm as if to like ask for like a side hug as much as Libby is comfortable with.
yeah, come here. And she doesn't just side hug him. She just kind of does that weird thing when you're sitting next to someone and you go and you try and full like front hug them, but you just end up like half crawling in their lap or something.
Oh my gosh. They hugging.
They be hugging. Did that make any sense though? What I meant, I don't want to keep you from being you and doing what you want to. She's leaned back a little bit from Doc, and her shoulders are, her hands are kind of bunched like in the fabric around their shoulders, and she's not looking directly at their face because that's uncomfortable for all parties involved.
Yeah.
But she's like, but it's really fucking dumb idea to try and do it now. We literally know nothing about what's going on other than something, lady trying to kill us, something, other dead children, Toko's a dead child, we know jack all. And this is a really bad time to try and like...
That's why I came to talk to you first.
Thanks.
I trust you.
Yeah, cool.
I don't intend on doing anything like that anytime soon. But I think if we are going to be stuck down here indefinitely, it would be wrong of me not to offer my abilities as a doctor.
I don't. I might not know much about doctors, but I'm pretty sure offering up your actual entire soul is not traditionally within that purview.
That's not what I meant.
They don't tell you
Fair
that when you
enough.
go to doctor school. Like there is the Hippocratic Oath or whatever. Like
Yeah, that's
weirdly,
what that is.
it's added at the end, and nobody really knew what it was about. It's really specific.
Warning, after the spells.
Yeah, it's just like. Also, if anybody needs your soul to free themselves from like an underground mountain, you do have to give it. It's like it's
That is
I
weird
swear to do
addition.
no harm. I swear to heal to the best of my ability. I swear to give my soul up to free civilization trapped under the mountain.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's just the standard NHS contract. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not talking about
I
Toontown
don't
here. We're
even
talking
know.
about real life, which is wild.
I don't
I mean,
I don't know that like 100% inmate has taken the Hippocratic Oath in spirit, but did they ever get the chance to take the fantasy Hippocratic Oath?
I'm
Like,
gonna
for
be
realsies?
I'm gonna be real, Chief. Without spoiling inmate lore,
Fair.
they probably have not entirely finished their degree because they were just too young.
Yeah.
Before they were arrested.
Mhm.
But they were well respected enough and took that shit seriously enough that they were pretty well respected. Like,
how
Saying
old
there's
was
a
Inmate again when
Yeah.
when they got arrested?
I cannot hear you, RJ.
Oh,
It
sorry.
was
How old were they when they got arrested?
16!
Bitch, why were you in college? You should be at the club.
Well, you see,
Karma style situation there.
there's a whole FPS about it. Gala and Livy just about commit crimes of an
No, I'm
international
aware.
scale.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
It's back on track. Livy's like, oh. So what do you mean like that by that then? Just running around and doing your weird busybody handsy-wansy stuff at anyone you can get your hands on down here? Or is there some other sort of secret doctor powers that you've yet to reveal to me?
I don't have any magic, Libby. I'm just a doctor. It's all medicine.
Yeah, I know. You told me this.
Sorry, I can't take my own joke seriously.
It's really good.
Oh god. They just go, well, if we do come across those who need medical attention, I would at the very least like to at least stop and try to help them. If they
No.
will allow me to.
Yeah, noted. I want to let you do this, and I'm all like, yes, that. Thank you for letting me know that's your thing. I will do my best to keep space for that, but I think there might be times when that is might get in the way of the let's not everyone fucking die, please. would I'll listen when you try to do that. Would you also listen if I say, hey, would you be able to step back? I don't know if someone has a fucking bruised knee or whatever, and I'm like, hey, there's literally some spike ass fish lady trying to kill us. Would you want to hang around for that, or do I have to account for that, or can we leave the scraped knee or like stub toe behind? What flesh injuries do people get? Do two injuries count as flesh injuries? I don't know. I don't have to think about these things. Am I gonna have to worry about you stopping to try and fix every paper cut, or is there a level of reason here that can work around?
Not so I the mental image of Libby just rambling like this, and inmates like eternal neutral face.
Libby is still like kind of perched in inmate's lap too.
I won't stop for small things if the safety of everyone else is put at risk.
That's
I just don't want to leave anyone for dead.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Is that kind of your? So that's sort of the hard limit we're working with here. Anyone's in mortal peril, I guess. You're not going anywhere.
They kind of nod and they say, people can lose their license to practice medicine if a patient dies under their care. I would like to avoid letting people die as much as possible.
Okay.
I'm a roll.
Sorry,
I know. I'm a roll. I need to roll a deception really quick.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
I am going to ask that you guys finish up, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a good conversation, though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's been fun to listen to.
It's always fucking good.
I'm sorry it's taken this long.
No, it's good. Listen, they needed to talk. Everyone is exhausted. It's time to rest.
I just very casually want to just say, apparently, at some point in this conversation, Grills walked out the building and climbed onto the roof to go meditate there instead.
You know what? Valid.
Yeah, when is this conversation happening?
Right outside. So we've been hearing they've been having a wonderful meet, and we've been guessing every now and then muffled swearing.
Do they realize that I don't have glass in my windows, or?
Oh, we've been getting the whole conversation.
Oh my god!
We live underground. What? Why would I have glass? Glass is expensive.
I'm gonna say
I'm a ghost. Am I worrying about bugs?
I'm
Well, you live next to garbage.
We do live next to garbage.
So yeah, I'm guessing. Does Naps the Snooze just say that, and I'm guessing it's basically as goddamn clear as if their entire conversation has been to literally everyone
You've been accidentally eavesdropped.
Cool. Yeah.
Easy,
So,
easy.
with that, yeah, Doc. Number one, my doctor. You say that like you can lose your license if someone dies while under your care. You don't even have to roll for that. Libby just gets like a really stricken look.
Oh.
Immediately, and she looks kind of mildly horrified in a way that she's not able to mask because she is like she's kind of let down her walls and is like being genuine with you in this space, and that has backfired spectacularly, especially in the fact that as Napster Snooze's voice comes through the window, she jumps up actually out, and yeah, I don't even know what she says at the moment. She's still reeling a bit.
Inmate stands
Alright,
up.
well, fuck you too then! She goes to walk away.
Inmate stands up, looks through the window, and just goes, even then it's kind of rude to eavesdrop. And kind of looks at Libby unsure if, like, they should follow or not.
I will say the music probably did muffle a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my eves are exactly where they've always been. You decided to have this conversation right under the window. Like, we are just literally just sitting here. Well, that one's on the roof.
Libby cannot hear this. Libby is walking away. She's walking to the other house probably to go and sit down and lean up against that and not sulking. She's fine.
I will say that I think with that, a lot of you get a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Nebula, you do grow a little bit.
Yes, he is. Hold on, what's the. DMV logged me out.
No.
My guy, my dude, my beloved.
You don't. I get it.
Hey.
While that's going on, author.
Hold on. No, I just got it back in. 12. 12. He looks like he's 12 now.
Yeah. Author, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes!
That was so good.
Author! It has been so long since we played a game together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm sorry
happy.
about that. Thank you, Jade, so much for inviting me. This was so much fun to do. Good luck, y'all.
Yeah, we're going through it.
I know you have to leave, so I'm gonna say that Napsa Snooze, in the awkwardness, leaves again through the wall.
Yeah, I will. This is my exeunt. Nebula's like, well, that was really distracting. Anyway, so I have some questions, and you look, and there's a Naps of Snooze shaped nothing in this room.
Nebula drags his hand down his face. It's like,
But you are left to your
Whatever.
own devices. A lot of you can figure out what you're doing while the two were having a conversation. We're going to take a small break because I could grab some food.
Yeah.
I'm hungry as hell.
It has been 2 hours.
It has been 2
Yes.
hours.
Yeah.
Unshrimp yourself, you gremlin.
I was lying down
this is
for most of
fun.
that. I
Huzzah.
T-pose over the lot of you.
I've been
Alright,
looking
take care, all.
Thank you, author.
Yeah.
Love you. Text me.
Father!
Bye. Okay, we're going to
I'm
take a break.
living my best life in an RJ hell because I'm in the conservatory and I'm surrounded by moths.
I love the echo in there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You can't tell, but I'm looking all around. There is a white, fluffy moth. Hello, little bean. You are aggressively doing
Alright,
stupid shit.
I'm gonna go grab some food. I'll be back in. We'll
Yeah,
convene
do
in 15.
Mhm.
15.
Yeah.
15? Okay. What's that be? Alright.
I'm sorry. Not sorry for this package. Lantern Drew has.
I'm once again so sorry that took so long.
No, it was good. I loved
All
it.
good, homies. All
I'm-
good.
I'm glad you are enjoying the role of play.
This is I listened to like one game of the Lantern campaign, and that was it. So my only context is from what you guys say. So this is me learning things.
Yeah, my entire context is from what you guys say. I've not listened to any landing games.
Valid.
I'm learning things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up until very recently, Inmate had been in fucking solitary freezer confinement.
Well,
since
no, I knew that.
2016.
I'm in
That's
Bash. I
been
know the
well
Scarlet Witch stuff.
established.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh no, you go.
I can't wait for you guys to find out what Girls was doing the entire time you guys were having that conversation.
Is Girls gonna mention the memory he got to Nebula at all, since Nebula knows a little bit about like a girl's situation?
Well, they've not really had a chance to talk where the others can't hear.
That's fair.
Libby thought. She thought. She's finally getting a goddamn moment to just talk with her friend in private.
The peaking of your microphone makes this.
Apparently, you can't have
Amazing.
shit underground in the trash pile. She's going to sit over here. God damn it, why is he on the roof? Fucking hell!
You know what? Actually, it's probably not hard to make the connection. Oh, he went on the roof because he was tired of listening to your conversation.
There's one person that has a shred of
You know what's-
basic decency in this group, and it is this guy.
You know what's really funny about all of this?
Uh-huh.
Inmate is not that loud.
Yeah.
No.
It's almost like Libby does get quieter when she's getting like more serious and stuff, but there were not. She can only be so quiet.
Yeah, it was probably mostly like moments of just music and then Libby saying stuff, and then sometimes Libby saying stuff very loud.
Okay, I gotta BRB. I actually don't think. Okay, I have a water filter thing, and it kind of pours slowly. I'm pretty sure it's been. I'll be right back.
Oh no!
For 2 hours.
Oh boy.
What the
How's our audience?
man?
Well, at least one of them has disappeared.
Comment
Yeah.
went left.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
right back as well.
Comment is BRB. Marzi is still in the chat. Marzi, how are you finding everything? How are you liking everything? Are we being stupid enough for you?
Are we being crazy and stupid?
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Ooh, your final. Best of luck with it. You can do it.
I believe in the you.
Believe in the me that believes in the you.
Just do what I would do. Believe in you. The only person here who wouldn't get that reference is Be Wild.
That is true.
I love being the person there's usually that feeling of I don't like being out of the loop. In this, I'm just happily vibing as I'm happy to be out of the loop here. This is great. Everyone gets bonding time.
Yeah. Man, every time this mix specifically comes on, I keep thinking it's the fucking Steam Gardens Mario and Chill. But it's just because it uses the same, like, the same fucking drum beat. The same drum machine.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. Oh, do you loop around that way? You do. Okay.
I didn't tell you guys, but I have just remembered something of me being out of the loop on Undertales is so amusing as being a teacher, because some of my kids do actually do Undertale stuff, and I have purposefully misnamed multiple of the characters with the ones that I know. They're just like, Miss, you know this? And I'm just like, ah yes, with Pantpyrus. Miss, that's not what it's called! It's to me.
Honestly, Pantpyrus is probably the funniest one you can misname.
I have purposefully misnamed them with my knowledge of this. Just like, I think I even like down accepted. Ah yes, and he's very well known for making lasagna. No, miss, he's not. He is to me.
Man, I can't wait.
Using Jade's D&D game for evil.
I am.
I can't wait to see how Jade does a certain area in Waterfall. I'm so.
Is it yellow?
Do. Yeah.
This film is just such ominousness.
So looking forward to it.
You sound so tired, my dude.
My throat hurts so bad.
It is 1:42 a.m. We are in a warehouse.
Well, it's not even that. It's that my throat hurts.
Release you.
I'm trying to keep my voice down as well because there's people asleep in the next room, which means I end up kind of growling's not the word, but
it's
it's the word.
hilarious that we finished the Mad Dummy fight. That's how we did
That was. I cannot articulate just how awesome that was, RJ. You wonderful.
RJ, that saved Libby's ass like really hardcore for a reason. Also, she is taking notes on like, okay, so we can just get the offensive party far enough away, and it doesn't count anymore.
I mean, I had to roll an intelligence save to see if you'd remember the whole, hurting people is bad, you will not be able to know when to pull back. And he rolled an 18 on the dice. I don't what that makes it total. I think it makes it total like 21 or something, I don't remember. But yeah, you rolled high enough to remember, and then he was just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do this. Can I leave? No. Can I make them leave? Maybe.
Possibly. This is a viable strategy we have discovered.
Yeah. Like his entire thought process there was just, right, I can't hurt them. I'm so tired.
I'm so tired, and I can throw really good. Maybe by these powers combined.
With all our powers combined. The really funny thing to me is that, like, He just keeps grabbing things and like grappling them, and it just keeps working.
I like how he keeps on reflexively going throw. Like the stick incident kind of backfired. But
Yeah.
all the other things, there have been so many scenarios where it's just throw and it works.
Yeah.
This is what.
Just
This is why
picking things
Libby's.
up and throwing them is working too much. It should not be working this much.
No, Libby Muse putting a hand on Grill's Muse's shoulder. No, that's just how adventuring works. You just try throwing it first and see where that gets you. Throwing
When
is
you're-
so many times often the answer.
When you're Link in a playthrough of a Legend of Zelda game and you pick up a pod to throw it to see if there's anything in it.
Real.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't listened to the last the thing, but there's at one point during the bridge where Toko wanted to be thrown closer to the ceiling to do a spell. Gal is like, what? No, and Libby's like, throw the child. This is a viable solution.
And we did, and it was.
It worked.
The thing that gets me about it is like, I'm about 80% sure Libby's the only strength spec character. Like, Grills is a monk.
Yeah.
He is Dex. He is a
Yeah.
Dex built character. And yet,
Yes.
low-key God, next level up where he gets an ASI, I'm torn between bumping his Dex to max or giving him Grappler.
Do it.
Both are really good. Grappler is funny just because of how much he seems to like to grab things.
It's not his usual repertoire.
It
It's
is
like,
now.
I can't understand. I cannot understand how much his usual fighting tactics is to just set everything on fire.
Vamp
Set everything on
says,
fire, beat the shit out of it.
Vamp says, to be fair, Toko can fly. Throwing any other child would be more dubious.
This is
He
true.
disagrees.
This is very true. Like, we weren't throwing the skeleton, for example, but
Children are resilient.
children also go splat.
Anything goes splat if you throw it hard enough.
Yeah.
Children way more often go splat.
What if we put pillows around the child? What if we put the child in a marshmallow suit?
Where are we gonna get a marshmallow suit in the underground?
Cyberspace.
Alright, who is casually carrying around a child-sized marshmallow suit?
Gala.
If you say Gala, I'm going to kick your ass.
I don't have to. Trad did.
Luckily, I didn't specify who you is.
Uh-huh. You're welcome to try.
I
Horizontal.
immediately bodied
Horizontal.
Kraken.
Yep, it's true.
Horizontal motherfucker.
I am horizontal. I don't care. I immediately bodied Kraken. I will immediately body you.
Hell yeah. Enrichment.
This is just what friendship is about. Threatening
that's
to
true.
body slam each other.
And after
Yeah.
we do it,
That's true.
I'm looking forward to in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna go.
What did you forget? Did you forget to body someone before the show?
No, I'm gonna be in meat space with some folks in a couple of weeks. So
No,
I will get to body slam someone.
Marzi in chat.
Marzi, we couldn't walk for like fucking 15 minutes without you, like, without me being genuinely concerned for your health. Yeah, so that's that's the same point. Like, what's you were like laid up in bed afterwards. It's complaining about how your legs were hurting. You can try. I welcome you to. I do enjoy a good wrestling.
I love you.
Marzi, as someone who also has asthma and also get leg hurty when walking a long time, you too can body people.
I so badly want to meet you now, Marzi, just so I can body slam you.
I'm back.
Webba.
I want to crush you.
I try not to initiate the crushing because I genuinely do not know my own strength most of the time, and that causes a problem because I have a very proportionally high number of friends that have like connective tissue disorders.
No, no.
True, real.
Yeah, you missed your shot.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
You didn't know how hiking worked. Like, you kept trying to keep pace with me. It's like you were in the front, my dude. You set the pace, and you're like, no, I must go faster. My beloveds.
Admittedly, I think you and I did this at one stage, RJ, where we were just walking faster and faster as we were together.
Yeah.
I have to be the faster one.
It's less a case of that, and it's more like I was too busy talking to you. I wasn't checking my speed.
I wasn't
Anyway,
checking the speedometer.
You weren't checking your speed either because you were busy talking to me.
are we all back?
Assured destruction.
Is Vamp?
Vamp, you here?
No, Vamp back yet.
Vamp was
Looks like
typing.
Vamp is here.
Vamp is in the chat.
Vamp is typing. I've been here.
You
the
muted,
whole
so I don't
time.
know. I
My guy,
haven't
you
gone
are
for most
muted.
of the break, and I came back and you were muted, so I had no idea.
Forgive us,
You
Vamp.
have been muted the entire goddamn time.
Yes,
We
we went
love
on
you.
break.
Oh my. Vamp,
We
I
went
love
on
you
break
so
15
much.
minutes ago.
I love you so much.
Vamp!
Okay. I love you so much.
Vamp, I am coming to your house and I am eating your food!
No.
No.
Threat.
Okay. I was fully gone. Like, I've been gone. I went and had food.
Yes.
I muted my microphone, but not on Discord.
Mhm.
I will say, are we? So if we're all back, drawing it back into the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Toko, how are you holding up?
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Because I did want to ask what everybody's doing, and I want to start with you.
Yeah, we've heard nothing about where Toko is.
How you doing, kid?
You guys can't see this right now, but I grimaced in real life. Mm, they're reading a book. They're reading that one book that they still have about everything. It's the Encyclopedia of Underground that they still have with them.
Mm-hmm.
They sure are reading this book. What's your deception? Okay,
Tooth?
your deception is not
Oh, there's.
disgusting. There's it. Their deception isn't that high. Like, they might actually roll low here. Never mind.
Isn't that
deception
high?
isn't
It's a
that
plus
high.
6.
Their deception isn't that high. They might actually roll here. Fuck.
Why are you?
Vamp!
Okay, to be fair,
AI has
fair.
ruined you.
Okay, this isn't even AI. This is because like most of my like characters in Draft House are charisma
Bone
casters.
slice, bread slice dog. You are level 5 with a +6.
Hilariously enough, I'm pretty sure that before they got to level 5 and got like the ability score increase, their highest like score was actually charisma. Because I was like, even though they're wizard, this is a Kara XP.
Kara for charisma.
Kara, and in regardless, they're fine. They look fine. They're engrossed in reading their encyclopedia. Anyone's free to like roll inside if they want, but
I
it
will,
was fine.
I will say, because
Girls alert.
you're reading the encyclopedia, but I'm putting quotation
Yeah.
marks on that. But there is a point of like, okay, now you are somewhat like faking it, which means you're skimming, at best. And you do happen to read a bit of text that says toon ghosts in particular seem to be able to pass freely throughout the mountain.
But not real
So
kind ones.
Not real kind ones.
Nope. Well, they don't know.
Wait,
At the very least, they
does
just
it
know that
specify?
it doesn't specify, but they know they haven't been able to test. So as far as they're aware, toon ghosts that live on the underground seem to be able to pass through freely if they're not inhabiting a body.
Doko files this away in the back of their head.
If they're inhabiting a body, meaning they're possessing something, then no.
What's that 21, Fiwa?
That was for the insight, if we so desire. Because you said
Okay, wow, that's 21. That's 1 point higher. Well, okay, so right now, Toko is actually focused on the book because of the entry that Jade just brought up. But, like, prior to, like, getting actually engrossed in the book, yeah, they were, they heard the conversation with everyone else. They, how should I put this? It is a point. It's that thing. Can you tell when someone is like very like intentionally like focusing on something, like very intentionally like engrossing themselves in it, like very intentionally making sure that they don't react?
as someone who has literally seen that in their students, yes, you can see that. It's subtle,
Yeah.
but when you've got the right vibe, you can get it.
It's that thing where like you can't necessarily tell how Toko is feeling, but you can tell that they're definitely feeling something because they're very intentionally like not showing it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did just get like reabsorbed into the book. I'll give you that. Like they did seem to like come across an entry that interested them in the book, and they seem to have gotten distracted by it.
The sheer fact that the kiddo has got distracted by the book is something that Gala's kind of viewing as a positive. At the same time, when a child is interested in something, it can go one of two ways. It can go very positive or very negative. And we don't know which way this going.
All I'm thinking about is the John Mulaney bit about the horse in the hospital. No one knows what's gonna happen. He's about the horse.
You don't trust Toko? You don't trust Toko to take things positively? Oh, jail for Gala. Jail for Gala for 1,000 years.
I believe Gala doesn't trust Toko after all they've been through together.
Gala,
I think it's because of all
through a
you've
child.
been through.
Gala's got enough trust in the situations when, certain people also back it up. But she's not got her usual back it up people. Because Libby's outside, and the other person who's been responding well with the child, well, Matey is also outside, and Grills, who's been pretty good with the child, is on the frickin' roof! I noticed.
Shit. Shit. Is this up to me? Is this my responsibility now?
Gala is having the time of everything with everything that has happened. And Gala's just kind of here, just like, I still have to be responsible. But I've also not got the spoons to be responsible, and I can't delegate. So, I think what Gala does, you know what, it worked so shittily earlier, but we're going to roll a hammer space. Hey, that's a date!
You're not trying to pull a person out this time.
No. She does.
It was rule of funny.
Yeah. I will say, by the way, everything she pulled out, she did put back in because she is not losing that antler or any of those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Understandable. I mean, it's in there for a reason.
Indeed. So she did just, like, pull out probably one of those really comfy pillows, and she just puts it at her side and then drapes her arm as though there is now a child-sized space that someone could tuck themselves next to her if they so desired. But there's no direct obligation. It's just the offer is open to Toko if Toko wants it.
Sounds. God, I want to say they take it so bad, but realistically, I think they do like glance over, and like they do understand what Gala is offering, but they kind of just like curl up a little bit more and go back to reading their book.
Sometimes you don't want to push certain things. The offer is going to be open for a long time, like, it's not going to be rescinded at any point. But Gala is just going to respect that, and if the kid wants to come to her, the kid can come. It's very much a you don't pressure people into disclosing all that sort of stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, she keeps on trying to get the galaxies around to work. Because it's just like, they're not her stars, this isn't her cosmos, but she does. I think Gala's feeling homesick with the stars, you guys.
Oh.
It
Also,
probably
like,
doesn't.
she pulled out. Oh.
Oh, you first.
She pulled out, like, in succession, like, the shed antler of her twin sibling, and, like, a letter to her girlfriend, etc., etc.
Yeah.
You go, Vamp.
I was gonna say, like, what was I gonna say? I forgot. Anyway.
Hate when that happens.
Oh wait, I remember, and it's also likely doesn't help that like. Also likely doesn't help that Rain, please. It also likely doesn't help that like, because there's no sky in the underground. The closest thing to stars that Gala has seen since like getting down there would be like the waterfall cavern.
Yeah.
She was kind of panicking last time she was there.
Yeah. Like, originally, Gala was kinda in the hee hoo hoo, oh, I am so behind on my paperwork, and now she's kinda slowly transitioned from there, including with the entire whammy of what happened to her head down here.
Whammy is certainly a way to put it, yeah.
Real.
Everyone's just been having a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she's basically gonna stay. I'm not gonna lie, Chief. She is going to stay on the floor until either, well, actually, probably until everyone comes in, because she's basically gonna wait for knowing that Matey and Libby and that sort of stuff are safe, and then have the long rest, which is hilarious. Her eyes, she's probably trained herself as an ambassador to, have the "yeah, I'm awake" is not awake.
Sleep with your eyes open.
Good for those
Yes,
long meetings.
exactly. It's every now and then for the meetings that could have been an email and will be an email. She's just like, yeah, no.
Grills and Gala sharing a skill set. We are not the same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's...
Yeah,
How is Grills doing?
Well,
On the roof.
he is on the roof. Hearing the conversation was not helping his focus, so he headed up there. Which doesn't really help because the sound still carries, and now it's no longer muffled by the music. But he's able to at least hunker down a little bit better without all these people around him, and he's going to try and tap into that part of his mind that is someone else, or was someone else, and see what else he can find there.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay. This is introspection, so it's not. It's kind of like inciting yourself.
Yep.
Roll me.
What's your-
This is not an insight. This is a straight up like wisdom check. So I'm going to ask that you just make me a straight wisdom check, and I'll say you do have advantage.
Wisdom with advantage.
This
Where are the
is
D20?
fun.
Okay. Okay. What number is that? Okay. So straight wisdom, the higher one, that's 16 plus 3, 19 total.
19. Hold on. Not the right song for this. Not the right song either. Hold on. I really need a specific song.
No valid.
Yeah, we can go with that. Grills. You sit upon the roof of this ghost you just met, and for once having felt like the flash of a memory that isn't yours, sit there and just look within yourself. And is this like the first time you've done this?
Intentionally, yeah.
This is an attention at communication with an entity that's that you've been carrying with you for how long now?
At least 5 years.
Yeah. And as you look inside, you do see a bridge is made. You see memories that aren't yours, but they're mixed in with faces that you know, things that you remember. Let me actually go to your. Let's go to your DMs. Hold on.
Oh boy!
Oh, wrong person.
I'm so excited about this.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
You see faces of. You do see a memory of like a bar, not like a not a what is the inn? It's not an inn. It's a tavern. It's the best way of a tavern.
Yeah.
Where you're cleaning the counters like from a first person point of view. And the memory, the people in this tavern, are your family. Your father, Volcanus, your mother, Sulfera, your your siblings, all the way from your younger brother to your youngest, as well as just faces that you've known. Like Nebula is here. These people that you just met, the Lantern Crew, are sitting amongst this this table, like conversating and enjoying themselves, and you just suddenly see yourself fall, and like them begin rushing you, like something happened, like something has occurred, and then a different flash of a memory, you're being taken somewhere else. You are underground, yes, but like underground in a building this time, and you don't see the face of the person, but you do see the same flash of like hitting the needle, and like just to make sure there's no air bubbles in there, and like that moment flashes by again, and then you're back to that fall that you felt before, and then the bridge ends.
Okay. I think he comes out of his meditation rather abruptly. Has to kind of pause, take a breath. Takes his glasses off to rub at his eyes.
Yeah, you are crying. You didn't notice it. But there are tears.
Pauses. Looks at the moisture on his fingertips. Brushes it away, wipes off his glasses, puts them back on, and runs a hand through his hair, and then pauses again because that doesn't feel like hair anymore. That feels like fire.
Oh boy!
Oh.
That's probably not good.
This is fun.
So,
This
Yeah.
is fun. What?
He and there we say too. Oh dear.
Rather than go back to meditation, he just kind of draws his knees up to his chest and sits.
yeah.
Fair? Valid? Yeah.
Understandable.
With that, you do not have a long rest. Save from the underground, inside the home of at least somebody who you know is a friend, or at the very least can say is an acquaintance.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You lot wake up. At least 8 hours pass. What would you lot like to do next?
Make breakfast.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Naps's news did say help yourself to anything in the fridge. So, gonna girls is gonna make a fry up, I guess.
Yeah.
There's mostly
what's in the
ghost.
fridge.
There's mostly ghost ingredients. It's all ghost
Ghost
food.
steak.
He will work with what he's got and attempt to make a good old fry up.
Not the first
You're
time
a-
the
You're a monk. You can punch ghosts. You can cook ghost food.
Not the first time the Lantern Crew has had ghost food, actually.
That's so
Indeed.
funny. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Fucking Lamau.
So girl's hair is officially fire now, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, Nebula is definitely gonna notice that.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Everyone can notice that, unless it'd be funnier
yeah.
for them to not.
Everybody can notice that.
I'll leave that up to you.
I'm gonna say that, like, I feel like it'd be funny if, like, Nebula was already asleep by the time that Grills came back, and so he just wakes up and Grills sets on fire.
And because he's 12, he freaks out. Is this where this is going?
No, it wasn't, but
Fair.
I like, yeah, no, he.
Fair enough.
But I really hope that by the time we get to the end of this campaign, you're no longer a child. Because as funny as this is, if I have to describe like super emotional scenes and also you're like 17, I'm going to die. I know what Brendan is gonna feel like in the last couple episodes of Junior High.
Listen, it's bad enough that when we do like the frame shot of the party, Libby's head is just barely in frame. We can't be doing this with Nebula as well.
This is
The
why
reason we're not doing it with Coco is because Coco can float.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nebula is definitely looking at Grills. Kind of wants to talk to him to ask like how he's doing, because oh boy, that's a big change. And he knows Grills' whole deal. But doesn't know like what you were saying before. Like there hasn't been a chance to talk to him alone, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he's kind of contemplating, like, should he, like, bring him outside or what? Like,
well, we saw how well that worked last time.
yeah, not
heard
like
how
right
well
outside the thing, but then also they can't really go for a walk because if they get attacked,
And we
so
just
he's
keep
kind of
throwing
just
people.
looking. So like he doesn't know what to do, so he's kind of just looking at Griff.
You feel the judgmental gaze of a teenager on your shoulder.
He's not even a teenager yet. He's 12.
Preteen.
He's a preteen.
The judgmental gaze of preteen, even worse.
Even worse. Libby wakes up, takes I do think she at some point she moved in during the night and set up her bedroll, etc. She wakes up, takes one look at Grills like making food, and says, "No one's allowed to call me the hothead anymore."
Thank you, Libby.
You're welcome. Yeah?
You alright?
You guys gotta keep doing this to me.
Do you
This
want
is
ghost
Undertoons.
eggs? Do you want ghost eggs? How do you want ghost eggs? If you want them.
I don't know what laid ghost eggs, and I don't know if I want to know.
Presumably a ghost chicken.
They're duck eggs, actually.
I think a ghost duck. These look like duck eggs.
Nobody laughed. Inmates just standing there.
I want you
I
to know Gala is laughing.
Libby is
laugh.
seriously contemplating the existence of ghost chickens. And ghost ducks.
chick, ghost chick, ghost chick, ghost chick.
So, a lot of you have ghost breakfast.
Surprisingly filling.
Yeah, weird. It's what the fuck is the texture of ghost?
Well,
Light-
default tends to be slimy, but
It's phantasmal and resplendent.
Hey Toko, what do you if somebody bit you,
How do you taste?
how would it feel?
Sorry, what?
If somebody
I was
bit
what did I zoom back into?
If somebody bit Toko,
do you
what would it feel like?
Is someone asking Toko this like in real life, in Meet Space, like directly asking Toko this?
no.
No.
Well, you're having ghost
Oh.
eggs, so and ghost eggs.
Well, I don't know if they would even taste of anything. They can get solid, but like, that's still a whole ass ghost. Toko can't even bleed.
It probably feels like it's really easy to bite through. There you go.
I feel like if you bit
Oh,
Toko
it's
while
like
they're solid,
it's like avocado. It's
little
got
bit like
negative
avocado.
resistance.
Yeah,
Oh
it's got
no.
negative resistance. You know when you make like like when you boil steak inside of like a sous vide bag and it gets like
What?
all
Okay.
super like it gets super like crumbly, like you could like fucking grab it and like split it
Why
in your
is your
fingers.
sous vide steak becoming crumbly?
Not
What kind of
crumbly as in
fucking
like
backward
fucking
ass machine?
not crumbly, but like soft. Like it's extremely soft and easy to bite.
Tender?
Tender.
I feel like it's also
thank
probably
you.
a little like rubbery. Like it breaks apart easily whenever you put pressure on it, but it just kind of stops at the part where you
Mhm.
made pressure. So it doesn't like macerate. You have to just keep.
So we're eating oobleck. We're eating reverse oobleck.
Sure. Look, discussing the finer terminology of what the fuck a ghost steak tastes like is something I would love to get into, but I feel like we need to move on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not right now. We have ghost breakfast. It tastes decent. We are ready to go about our day.
We got ghost steak, we got ghost vegetarian, we got ghost variety. We have now replaced. We are ready to go.
How does that work?
With
Nebula's
that,
fine on dreams.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just rolled. He's fine.
Okay, good.
It has been so long since I've had a roll for dreams.
Yay!
Uh,
I was like,
We've
wait,
been awake
I need to do
for
this.
like a year. Awake for over a year.
I was looking at my notes trying to remember what numbers meant what, but I think I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was not written in my notes, by the way.
you lot begin to walk, I'm guessing, out of the building and towards a path that at least reads that says to Heatland.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be dead honest, Gala's gonna get into like the original sort of marching order that everyone had, just expecting that's what they're doing. And is just basically ready to bolt it if we run into Nadine again.
Mm-hmm.
Just alert for if shit starts going sideways, trusting in Grills, trusting in Libby, and is just ready to get ready to run the hell out of Dodge should shit start hitting the fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving forward through this avenue, you're now traveling in proper cave like systems. It shortens and expands as caves do, and eventually reaches a large, like, cavernous location. And you actually begin to hear. You've been hearing running water coming from the trash pit the entire time, but this time you're hearing drip, 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 like bits of like rain. And as you walk
moisture.
forward, as you walk forward, the cavern opens up, and you hear splashes of like somebody splashing, and you see in front of you is a little bear tune who you happen to know well. It's the little kid.
I want to say, they have crossed into the rain yet?
Not yet. You're getting close to it, but you can hear splashes from like a kid who's currently playing in the water.
Okay, never mind.
Can you even swim, kid?
Yeah, I can swim.
Just checking.
I live in Snowbound. We have. Oh, it gets really cold. The water. We have heated water. There is a resort that's like what's it? What are my parents called? Hot Springs. Hot Springs. Um, and water is really hot there, and I swim. That's where I learned to swim.
Ah, geothermals.
You what?
What's a geothermos? Geothermos?
Geothermal. It's when, well, magma or something under the surface is causing a heating of the water. It might be part of it. It's fascinating.
So yeah, there's hot water.
Gala is just there, just like, someone asked me about this and I will info dump. No one? Okay.
Blank stares. Water hot. Cool. Don't drown or whatever.
What are you lot doing?
Walking?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's fair. I'm also walking.
You're not.
I thought
I
you were
am.
swimming.
I mean, I can take a break. Plus, this is my favorite part of the marshlands because the water rains down with from up above.
It is beautiful.
And you see, wait, and you see he rounds a corner, and you guys keep walking forward as like because he begins following you guys, and he rounds a corner and comes back with a couple with like a bunch of umbrellas on either arm.
Aww.
They have these here because we're about to enter the rain, so y'all want one or let's take one.
That would be incredibly generous. Thank you. You're
So he
very
walks
thoughtful.
He walks forward, T-posing, with the umbrellas hanging from his arm.
Nebula is also going to take one.
Girls goes
Like,
to make one, then pauses.
Immediately. I mean, you got your clothes that you don't want to get wet.
Mm-hmm. Gala is just gonna lean over slightly to Grills and just go, do you want me to hold it a bit higher up than you? So I have got the arm reach.
I would appreciate that, thank you.
You got it. And she does just... Yeah.
No, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to cut you off.
She is also going to be accounting for... She's trying to figure out how to account for both because she doesn't want Libby to get soggy. But she also doesn't want to say, climb on me. Without, you know... She's looking out for two people at once.
He's grabbing an umbrella for everybody, so everybody gets one.
Indeed.
Yeah, upon seeing these mental arithmetics, Girls is just gonna grab his own umbrella and hold it high. And hope
No, Libby's grabbing an
won't set it on fire.
Mm-hmm. Libby's grabbing an umbrella. I just had to take a moment to figure out if she knew what those were or not.
Have you never seen an umbrella?
I don't know that she would have in, like, context for rain. It wasn't very rainy where she was from.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's not so much arithmetics for how do I hold them both. It's like straight up, Gala is going to be holding it for you, girls. She's here for you. She was also just like, I don't want Libby to get soggy. And also, she will have like as Libby was there, she will have just opened it in a very not broadcast as in I'm showing you how to do this, but in a I am opening the umbrella. Gaze upon it. It is now open.
I'm guessing.
Jade, I
Yeah?
point you at the peanut gallery.
Oh, hold on. Where are we? Right, I can catch you up. You finally you took a rest, you had a ghost breakfast, you stepped outside the house and began walking towards Land again. And now you've encountered the little bear Kitsune, and he's offering you guys umbrellas because you're reaching the point of the underground where water begins dripping from the cavern. And you're at the rainy portion. So I'm guessing everybody grabs umbrellas.
Can Libby investigate the umbrella and see how viable it is as a weapon? Just in general.
It'd be a pretty shitty mace.
I did that playthrough of Death's Door. It sucked. Don't use an umbrella as a weapon.
Okay.
It's just making sure she keeps all her options open.
So, everybody grabs an umbrella to those that can and opens them up and begins walking forward. And as you do so, you see the little bear too and just begins like talking about whatever, as kids do.
May I say something?
Sure.
Can I want to change my mind just for a bit. Nebula does not take an umbrella because generally, he does like the rain. He likes to be in the rain and play in the rain.
Yeah.
But then he gets to the rain and he just stops. And he hesitates for like 2 seconds. And then he goes to reach for an umbrella. And then he's walking with the rest.
Okay.
It's being weird. Noted.
Gala's just gonna kind of side-eye Grills in just the... You know this one better than we do. Just trying to get a read and also just... Basically trying to give the... Hey, so that was odd, right?
I mean, he watches it happen and doesn't comment on it. So you can take that as you will.
Gala ain't gonna press here, especially, you know, there is child, there is situation, there is if we at every point stop to go, so hey, what's up with that? We are going to get attacked by the giant fish lady. So we just...
No time to play. What the fuck was up with that?
Yeah.
Oh. Libby does remember something.
Oh, go ahead.
I think as they're like rounding a corner and she's keeping an eye out, she like remembers something. And just like turns to address everyone as a whole. It's like, oh yeah, Sam's has been stalking us this entire time. And presumably is continuing to do so.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
you betcha. And you hear the noise, look in the direction of it, and he's gone. He left.
Did it do it to just Libby that time, or was it to everyone?
To everybody.
Finally?
That's for everybody.
Okay. Okay. Do other people react to that?
Girls pauses and then just takes off his glasses and pinches the bridge of his nose.
Wait, you hear it too?
Yeah! Yeah, we
You've been
heard
doing that to me all fucking time!
Buddy,
We had
That's what happened!
Buddy, you're just the easiest one to mess with. And you see he's next to you.
I would appreciate
Hey,
it.
I think
if you
Libby's
saw
about to
Libby
got
test the
her
back.
effectiveness
umbrella
of
on.
these as weapons.
Libby tilts her umbrella so that all the water collected on it falls onto him.
You see it falls on him and just takes it like, thank you, hadn't showered in like 4 weeks.
Hate that.
That's concerning!
And when next time you blink, he's gone.
Wait, hang on a minute. I've just remembered. We have Pants Pirates' number, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who has the phone right now?
Gala?
I think Gala does. Gala is just going to pull out the phone.
Really dials.
Isn't it
just-
Nebula that has it? Because Nebula called.
Nebula called, but I don't remember if he gave it back or not. It wasn't something that I was.
If she hasn't got it, she's going to ask for it back, and then she's going to go, just open up a thing to Pirates and go, "Hi, friend. Your brother hasn't had a shower in 4 weeks.
What?
Oh my god.
Please do this."
This is just what you
Please
call it.
keep
Okay,
it.
well, I'll fix that. Thank you. And you see he hangs up and goes. I guess goes to fix that. I will say.
That's what you're concerned about?
I am going to. I'm going to say we're going to wrap things up really quickly. Just because we've been going for a bit. So just to wrap things up, you guys continue to walk, knowing that Sam is also now following you alongside the kid, and you eventually reach a part of the tunnel that seems vastly more illuminated from one side specifically. And as you round that corner and finally reach, you see the vast underground lay bare before you. You see like to the point where like you can almost see like there's a small bit of almost like a horizon line. Like that's how far away you're looking, and you see the massive castle that lays beneath this mountain. Similar to when you saw the remnants, like how many homes there were. You see hundreds upon thousands of homes far off in the distance. And seeing the sprinkling of the giant glowing crystals at the top of the roof of the caverns, alongside the waterfalls that fall on either side. And it's been a bit. And the words that came from Inmate come to you, Livy, saying like, you've been stuck in such a small part of the cave, interacting with so few people, that it is almost easy to forget how many people are stuck down here in this vast underground. As you see the spattling of the rain coming up from above you. I think we're going to end it there.
Man.
All right.
Thank you guys for playing.
Thank
know it's
you,
been a
Jade. This was very fun.
So good, so good.
Loving all the
Yay.
stuff that happened here, a lot of serious conversations or introspection. This has been fun.
Blame you, hot man.
Yeah, gamers.
This was awesome.
Man.
Yes, I
Um,
missed Undertoons.
Obviously, if you need to go, please head off. I'm not going to keep you. Thank you for playing. I love you guys very
Yeah.
much.
Jade, thank you. We love you.
We love you, Jay.
Love you.
I am now going to stop recording. Y'all have a good
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.